If you're a heating air conditioning technician or even a salesperson, why should you write reviews for fantastic service and why does it matter? This is a super important question. I'm Scott Silverbell, coming to you live for HVAC Technician Sales Secrets on a perfect day to talk about sales and business and a fantastic day to talk about you. Today, I want to go over why you should be writing reviews about service that you get in your personal life. Now, here's the thing. You go out, you have conversations, you buy food, you buy clothes, you buy products, you buy services, and you absolutely positively know the difference between great service, mediocre service, and just sucky service. And so here's the thing. Whatever you focus on tends to grow. And so there's this cool thing in the brain called the reticular activating system, the RAS, right? I got one, you got one, they got one. Everybody's got a reticular activating system. And if it's true that whatever you focus on grows, then wouldn't it make sense that instead of focusing on negative items, processes, ideas, people, that you focus on what's good? So I'm going to give you an example. Today, I needed to go get new shoes, right? Had to go get some new brown shoes. So I go to Macy's. Arden, Sacramento. If you don't live in Sacramento, it doesn't matter. And I meet a dude named Javier. Javier was the epitome of service and knowing what he needed to do. And I walked in. I said, Javier, I need 12 wide shoes, loafers that are brown. And he goes, I know what you got. And he walks into the back storeroom. He's back there for 5 minutes. And he goes, sir, here's my best 2 pairs for you, right? Try them both on. I'm like, great, I'll take them. And I go, hey, if there was a third pair, since I'm here, what would the third pair be? And he goes, got you covered. Takes me to the table. He goes, these are the ones, but they don't come in brown. They come in black. I'm like, great, I'll take the black ones, right? It's because he knew what he was doing. So we're chatting back and forth. I go, Javier, how long have you been doing this? He's like, oh, I've been slinging shoes for almost 40 years. I started working at a company called Kenny's. Like, we go and have this whole conversation, much appreciative of how he did service. So, you know, I can guarantee you, I'm going to write a review because he gave great service. And you're like, hey, Scott, how in the world does this help me as a salesperson or technician? I'm going to get to that. But before we do, you should absolutely join my email publication, hvactechsecrets.com. I'll give you the goods, not in the Facebook group, not in the YouTube channel. It's an email publication, okay? So here is the thing. If you focus on the good things and the sales processes and the purchases that you make, it's really easy for you to see like, oh, that was fantastic, which 100% translates into what you do. Because if you can recognize what good service is, you can recognize when you give great service, okay service, mediocre service, exceptional service. You can absolutely take all that information in and go, hey, am I just mailing it in today? Believe it, right? You work a 12, 13, 14, 15-hour shift in the middle of summer, in the middle of winter, and your brain's like, I just want to go home. Well, if you know and have seen my videos, then you also know the best call of the day is the last call of the day, right? Both homeowners are there typically. Everything's ready to go, but your brain's like, mail it in, mail it in, mail it in. You should be thinking, nope, Scott talked to me about the reticular activating system. Scott talked to me about, hey, you have to deliver good service. So I have this belief. If you ever watch any of my presentations, I'm always prepared. I always have notes. I'm not just shooting from the hip. I've thought about content. I've created content. I've created guides. I've created what's going to happen. It's never show up and throw up, right? Like, that's the worst thing to do. And if you've got clients and somebody's paying to see you and you're going to treat them like show up and throw up, like, how's it going to be? How's it going to be when they're not paying? How's it going to be when they're testing you out? So in order for you to spot fantastic service, you should absolutely write reviews on things like Google and Yelp. Now, here's the thing. Over time, you build clout. So I have this rule. If I'm going to write a negative review, I better have written like 10, 15, 20 really good reviews. Because I want to, like, I'm going to profile. If I'm going to go read reviews and they're like, this person sucks and this sushi roll's 50 cents too much, you can bet that I'm going to go in and I'm going to go read the reviews. Now, if someone's like 85 fantastic reviews and 1 bad review, something went wrong. So that tells me in the weight of things, that review has way more clout than somebody who just complains about everything. In the land of complaining about everything, no, like, nothing's ever going to make that person happy. They're not your client. But you really do want to focus on writing fantastic reviews that are exceptional when you get good service. Now, here's the thing. When I get bad service, like, if I go to a restaurant and I get bad service, I'll pull a server aside and go, hey, listen, I could tell you're in the weeds. I could tell it's been a bad night. I know you have to tip out the wait staff around you. You have to tip out the bartender. I'm going to tip you under the caveat. I'm going to tell you why the service wasn't good tonight, right? I'm still going to give you your tip. I'm still going to make sure that you got everybody on the team covered because that's how it works. I get it. But just know, here's where the couple things were that you fell down. That's all I got to say. That's it. 2-3 sentences, not a big story, not a big production. You're going to find that as you do things like that, as you write reviews, you're going to have to push yourself to be better to deliver exceptional service. You got 1 of 3 things to do from here. Just 1 of 3, find the subscribe button, click on it, and every time I send out a video, you'll get an update. 2, hit follow. 3, share this video with a friend. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.